EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Ready for football now from sunny Wisconsin. And off we go from Lambeau. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First down, Rodgers. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Rodgers to throw. Buying time to his left. Drops it to Jones into flat.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. Gets them amped up as they go forward.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from the 20. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. the touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers again now. A check down here to Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds yards after getting this one across the 40.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And he is out of bounds here. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josiah DeGuara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On play action, now Rodgers. Going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of the game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there, Rodgers to Adams, and even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Off the option, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop it short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josiah DeGuara, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away. But down late in the fourth quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Rodgers looking to throw. This complete to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On first down, it's Jones, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from Lambeau. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Austin Eckler. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here's Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Complete to Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 65 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And good quarterbacks know that when things start to break down and they're forced to flee the pocket, they can often count on their running backs to try and bail them out. That happened on that play. Nice gain.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 14-7. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Charger drive about to get going, and following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here's Lewis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. Here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Caught on the slant. And it's a Packers touchdown. Rodgers finding Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Herbert on first down now. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotech. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. First down, Rodgers drops it to Jones into flat, and he'll be out right at the 35. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
For a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Hill. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. This will be caught. Jeudy. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And again, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making play.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Second down and 4.
They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And just shedding him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Into the secondary past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
They like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Dillon on 1st down.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon,
a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just
blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Dillon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 24, Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, it's Dillon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Dillon. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Here's Bridgewater. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Rodgers. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Unbelievable. A defensive collapse on the final play. And Charles, they can tie it with a PAT.
I cannot believe that.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the first throw in overtime for Bridgewater. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 41, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fan.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Throwing, Bridgewater.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who.